Jai Hind everyone, welcome to another video class. I hope that you all are fine and healthy as well. So, the chapter what we have started, coal and the petroleum. We already covered some topics such as natural resources, minerals and the coal. In the section of coal, we already covered that what is the actual information about the coal and how it is formed in our nature. And the different qualities of coal we get also. That means the peat, the process to become a coal, the peat and then lignite, bituminous, also considered as subbituminous on the perspective of percentage of carbon. And the last we get anthracite. So these all are types of, or you can say, quality of the coal. So today in the same continuation we will start some new topics such as the destructive distillation of the coal and the coke as well. But why this distillation is important for the coal and why we do it, that we have to understand first. So let's talk about this destructive distillation. So before starting the destructive distillation, first we should understand that why it is required, why this kind of distillation we actually do. So let me clear you first one thing, that is very general idea we have, that the all natural substance, natural component or in natural resources are not made by any single substance, single element. Actually it is made by various kind of elements. So obviously we can conclude it like that the all naturally occurring compounds are not pure, since they contain several components mixed with each other. So these unnecessary components in a sample are actually called impurities. Impurities doesn't mean the bad kind of thing. Impurities means the things which are actually a mixture of two or more than two kinds of elements in a single substance. So there are several kinds of different techniques to separate or purify the substance in a mixture, and distillation is one of the such method. It is the action of purifying a liquid or solid by a process of heating and cooling. So this technique uses the differences between the boiling points of the components in the liquid mixture or in a solid mixture. Well, there are several different types of distillation such as destructive and the fractional distillation we have. So let me clear first that what is the main difference between the destructive distillation and the fractional distillation. First, we talk about the destructive one. Destructive distillation is a method where we have to decompose the solid substance or any kind of other substance in a closed container. Closed container means without the presence of the oxygen. That means oxygen will be not there. So we have to decompose the volatile constituent of the substance from it in a closed container by heating it. Whereas the second hand, what we have the fractional distillation, in this process what we have to do, that we have to make a column and we have to put a single substance, whatever it is, liquid or any other kind of substance, and we have to boil it. So according to the boiling point of different constituents, because in a single substance, if different constituents are there, different components are there, so obviously they should have different kinds of boiling points. So as per their own boiling points, they will get separated one by one. So this is actually called fractional distillation. So I hope that this is difference between the destructive one and the fractional one actually clear to all of you. So in the same continuation, we can say the coal is also a natural kind of resources, and it also have different kind of mixture of organic compounds. So we have to do the distillation of this coal to obtain some different kinds of constituent in it. So there we have to use the destructive distillation, which is actually a kind of heating or decomposition of the solid, which is we kept the things but substance inside a closed container without presence of the oxygen, and we have to heat it, and the heatness is up to the level of 1400 degrees Celsius. So before starting the things, we have to recapitulate that the coal is not a pure carbon. It is a mixture of large number of complex organic compounds. So we have to heat it in the absence of the air, So the useful product will be get, and the heating is up to the level of 1400 degrees Celsius. So these kind of, the process is known as destructive distillation of the coal. So first of all, we need to understand the formation of the laboratory setup of the destructive distillation. So first of all, we need to take some pieces of coal in a closed glass test tube. Then we have to start heating it up to 1400 degrees Celsius. This is the setup of the destructive distillation. Then what will happen? Actually, the decomposition removes all the moisture and the volatile matter from this coal, and only the 98% of the carbon is left, which is actually the coke we found. The coke we can use as a domestic fuel, metallurgical process, and to producing the water gas as well. So I hope the process of the distillation by the destructive method of the coal is clear to all of you. If you have any confusion, then you can ask me on a personal window, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you and Jai Hind.